Good morning. Today I'll try to make this floor. I'm gonna be using this packaging material for base. My better half is a builder, so I get a lot of building materials from him. He gives me stuff he doesn't need or he thinks might be useful to me. So this is double-sided tape. I believe is for laying carpet, but I only had this much left of it. I switched to glue, which is white wood glue. I left this to dry and we went to the shops, to Wix and Screwfix to get some supplies. Yeah, some tape, some double-sided Sharpies and knives, blades for the X-Acto knives, because these go pretty quickly when you cut anything. This cardboard was the packaging of an IKEA chair that we bought some time before, and when I connected the pieces it created two identical shapes with different thicknesses, and I decided this is too perfect to miss, so I'm sacrificing the square shape of the room design in the game and I'm using this semi-square cardboard, which is very thick, corrugated and quite sturdy. I will cover it with what is this, craft paper. It's very thick paper for crafts, I think. I got a bunch of it for a long time and I used to use it to make decorations for my children's birthdays. So I'm picking a couple, applying wood glue between the tape, and then I will place the cardboard paper, chipboard. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the names.
Woke up late, missed the morning glaze, but the sunlight hits in so many ways. Grabbed my shades and hit the streets, no plan, chasing vibes like seashells in the sand. Radio hums a tune I can't name, crooked smiles, crashing waves, no shame. Flip my phone, toss it in my bag. Today's for us, no time to lag. Feel the world just turning slow. Let the breeze tell us where to go. Every step a beat we can make. Life's a tune, sing it till we break. Concrete warm under my bare feet, crowds moving like a heartbeat, skipping stones in city streams we find. Let's write a new story, leave the old behind. Someone's cooking love in the air, I swear. Every spark in their voices shows they...
I covered both sides the same way with double-sided tape and wood glue, and then I opened the game so I can reference the floor and see here how The color is different from the picture that I have. This is more warm yellow, and this is what I will go for. I counted 30 planks, and I will transfer this to my surface. Now that I know how many I need, I was able to calculate the size, and I made this sample. It made it much easier to make the lines compared to having to mark every 1.70 something centimeters and then drawing.
While laughter echoes through the halls, feel the world just turning slow. Let the breeze tell us
My daughter came, she broke her nail, so I had to fix that.
we can make life's a tune. Sing it till we break.
Once I drawn all the lines, I start cutting top to bottom. Then I flip the board and I do the same cut top to bottom next to the first cut that I made. And in the middle, it releases a little wisp of paper, and the individual planks are created like this. It's very satisfying to remove the little whisker. I really enjoyed this. Actually, it's the most enjoyable part of this project so far. My new blade did not last for the whole piece of foam, and you really know when it's time to change because it starts tearing instead of cutting. I scored every 3-4 planks because I wanted this movement, this flexibility on the board, so it wouldn't warp so much later. And here I'm applying Mod Podge. And sorry for the noise, that's my washing machine. It's finished. Yeah, Mod Podge into the grooves. When this is all dry, I lightly sanded the surface, and I was very impressed with the result. This was just perfect. It made the surface look like actual wood with wood grain. Amazing. Then a quick wipe with a wet towel, and I just cleared my surface. I decided to keep the strings, the offcuts that came from the board. I thought I might want to make a nest out of them. They just looked like straw, so I kept those. Cutting the foam board created quite a bit of mess, so I swept the table, and then I got my reference of the floor, and I'm looking at it and I don't seem to figure out the pattern they used. It didn't make sense to me because usually it looks like random, but every other row will alternate where the plank finishes, and here it's not like that. You have rows with many short planks next to each other, and then the next row has very long ones, and they sort of finish almost in the same spot. I decided to roughly copy my reference, and now I have somewhat accurate flooring. This is how it looks at the moment. In my opinion, it's perfect. It looks like rustic wooden floor. I like it. Okay, so this is my nightmare now painting. I'm not very good at colors, like painting, mixing colors. That's not my strength. But I created this little sample, and I'll cover everything with Mod Podge. And once that's dry, I'll just pick some colors, mainly yellow, red, orange, and I try to create what I can see on the picture. I laid some color on this sample. I think it's a good start. So now I'm trying to transfer this look to the floor.
Rolling down the boulevard, sun hitting my shades. Oh, yeah. Riding low and slow, this vibe never fades. What's up? Palm trees dancing in the hazy sunlight glow. West Coast rhythm, let the good times flow. Cruising, grooving, feel that funky breeze. Talk about singing, setting spirits at ease. From the hills to the shore, ain't no second guessing. In these Cali streets, we count every blessing. Double Dutch beats bumping, trunk ride smooth. Neighbors nodding heads, they catching the groove. That's right. Chrome rims spinning, reflections of dreams on these West Coast streets. Nothing's what it seems. Hey, hey, let me see your hands up high. Hands up. We vibing now till the moon hits the sky. Ooh, yeah. Talk box wailing like a voice from the stars. This coast culture lives in our hearts, no scars. Cruising, grooving, feel that funky breeze. Talk box singing, setting spirits at ease. From hills to the shore, ain't no second guessing. In these Cali streets, we count every blessing. every moment divine.
Like I said, the yellow and brown paints are more like wash. They're liquid paints. I got them for my children some time ago. They're non-toxic. Here I have quite a lot of Mod Podge, and I'm adding a little bit of paint at a time. Wow. Because I just add Mod Podge every time I'm coloring these cutouts. I just need some glue in there so it seals it really nicely and the paint doesn't bleed. I allow everything to dry and I come back with this ivory color. I've got quite a few of these paints, but I stopped buying them because the lid doesn't work for me. It always breaks, and then the paint gets dry on top, and now when I clear the crust and squeezed, it just gave me this huge blob of paint, which is alright. I will use all of the paint. It's a big project. I will go ahead and dry brush everything. I try to use my acrylic markers. I wouldn't recommend this particular brand because the color on the outside doesn't necessarily respond to the color on the inside, and it's very hard to pick the right color, the one you want, because you simply don't know what you get. Other than that, they have nice colors and quite a few. Art Studio, again from the range, golden paint with green hue, and I'm so lucky I've got this paint in my stash because this is just perfect and it will really get me the color that I want at the end. It works nicely over the reddish tones.
Plotting life stories on a corner stoop seat. What's good? Laughter echoes loud through the laid back beat. Golden hour grin, city lights start to shine. West Coast flavor, every moment divine. You know. Cruising, grooving, feel that funky breeze. Oh yeah. Talk boxing and setting spirits at ease. Come on, from the hills to the shore, ain't no second guessing. In these Cali streets, we count every blessing. Cruising, grooving, feel that funky breeze. Oh yeah. Talk boxing and setting spirits at ease. Come on, from the hills to the shore, ain't no second guessing. In these Cali streets, we count every blessing.
I like how the center looks illuminated. The details are nice. Yep, I think it looks like a floor. So this will be okay. Let's move on. Of course, this is not ready. The color is not right. Even though I like the water damage look, that's not what I'm going for. So this needs to lighten up. I sealed it with Mod Podge. Then I decided to add some details. So I've got my watercolor pencils, but they didn't work that well, so I left them aside. Some finishing touches to the base. Later I will brush on drywall filler mixed with white glue, white PVA glue, and this will give a stone effect. It will make it really strong. After this is done, I went on and added double-sided tape on the bottom, and the floor is made of two pieces of foam board, so that's why there is blue tape. It's holding the two pieces together.
Woke up late, missed the morning glaze, but the sunlight hits in so many ways. Grabbed my shades and hit the streets, no plan, chasing vibes like seashells in the sand. Radio hums a tune I can't name, crooked smiles, crashing waves, no shame. Flip my phone, toss it in my bag. Today's for us, no time to lag. Feel the world just turning slow. Let the breeze tell us where to go. Every step a beat we can make. Life's a tune, sing it till we break. Concrete warm under my bare feet. Crowds moving like a heartbeat. Skipping stones in city streams we find. Let's write a new story, leave the old behind. Someone's cooking, loving me.
This will stay like this for at least 2 or 3 days.
It shows they care. Colors splash like secrets on these walls, while laughter echoes through the halls. Feel the world just
And then when I came back to it, it was stuck nicely. It didn't have any warpage. Hopefully it stays like this. We'll see.
we can make. Life's a
And now the color looks different because this is warm light. But I don't know which ones I will use, and I might need to make new ones, maybe another chair. Game correct chair. And I have this little something. This desk I made following Aira from Bentley House Minis. I think it was a live stream when she created one of these desks for her project, and she showed all the steps, so I followed her. It was such fun, and hers was metal looking. Mine, it just looks like this, and I don't know if it has a space into this room, but I just wanted to put it out there. I have a small map, and basically that's all I have. After a thorough ivory wash and some gold paint, the floor is looking like this. It's quite nice. I like it. And now I need to make small adjustments to the walls, for I pre-cut them before I started the floor, and I had a square room in mind. So after I do this, I will continue with the wallpaper in the next video. Thank you very much for joining me. Tell me what you think, and have a lovely summer. Today is the last school day. Yay! So take care. See you
I
soon.
don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, isn't that spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could